Hi Boomer fans, welcome to a special edition of Coach's Corner post WNBA season, proudly brought to you by Lucerne Investment Partners and Econ Financial. In her debut WNBA season at only 21 years of age, Ez played all 22 regular season games with the Seattle Storm, averaging 13.3 minutes, 6.5 points at 57% from the field, 2.5 rebounds and 0.5 blocks. She's certainly left a massive impression on the league and has come home with the ultimate prize. Welcome WNBA champion Ezi Magbiga. Hey Ez, how are you?
Hey Riz.
Oh, it's so good to speak to you. Obviously, you were my very first Coach's Corner at the start of this and at the very start of your WNBA season. Given COVID and all the restrictions, it was a massive decision for you to decide to pursue your debut season. No regrets now, I bet.
No, none at all. Yeah, I think just with all the uncertainty, we didn't really know if it was going to go ahead until pretty last minute. So yeah, I'm really glad I decided to go, and I'm glad the whole team decided to buy in and win a championship.
You're in Sydney quarantining at the moment, finally on your way back to us, preparing for the WNBL season. Given you've had to rush straight from the hub back to Sydney, now you're busy studying for your university exam, so it's non-stop for you. Have you had a chance to actually sit back, reflect? Has it sunk in yet what you've just achieved in your debut season?
I think it's starting to sink in now. I think because we didn't have a big, celebration after we won. I think the fact that everyone kind of, went their own way, made me kind of only realise, we won a couple of days later when I got to Sydney. So I think now that I'm, on my own and have a bit of downtime, it's starting to sink in a little bit.
Can you give us a little bit of a recap as to now that you've actually had those few days? What are the standout highlights for you that come to mind straight away?
I think, obviously from a team perspective, definitely winning the championship. But I think just individually, probably, the progression of my games and kind of how much more comfortable I felt as the season went on. And I think that was definitely due to, my teammates kind of supporting me and having my back, whether it was Alicia or Stewie or someone just kind of talking in my ear and kind of telling me, hey, get those rebounds or good job. I think that just that constant, reassurance definitely helped. And those moments definitely made my experience a lot better.
You had a couple of fantastic standout games against Chicago and Minnesota. Would they maybe up there with some of your highlights?
Yeah, definitely. I think, those were obviously better individual performances. And I think just probably being able to match up well against those bigs, kind of having that confidence to match up against them definitely made a difference and obviously made an impact.
But what about reflecting on the overall experience, the fact that you all had to live so much closer and spend so much more time together? Looking at that experience, do you think that actually helped you because you did have to really settle in together?
Absolutely, yeah. I think because we did have two choices whether to live on our own at the hotel or in a villa with other people. And I'm so glad I decided to live in a villa, just having Sammy, Alicia and Jewel, there every day kind of just supporting me, keeping me busy, keeping me from thinking about home and being homesick. I think that definitely helped. Just to be able to find time for downtime with them was, definitely worthwhile and definitely helped me throughout the season.
You've been able to spend a debut season with some pretty amazing players. Some of the game standouts like Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart, you mentioned Jewel, and also that you roomed with Alicia Clark, and you've mentioned her a couple of times that she's been great for you, and of course Sammy Wickham. Let's reflect on the overall experience of being able to play with such established players. What has that done for you, for your game?
It's done a lot for my game, I think. Coming in to the WNBA, obviously knowing, Sue and Stewie are going to be on my team. But yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking, I think, just going into training camp. But what I loved about the team, everyone was super chill and, everyone wanted the best for each other. So being able to play with Sue, she's such a leader on the court, and there was definitely moments throughout the season where she had, teaching points or teaching moments for me where she'll just send me a message, send me video, or just pull me to the side before a game or practice and kind of be in my ear. And I think that definitely helped. Just, she's a great player. She's been in the league for a while now and she's got that experience. So being able to get that from her was so beneficial throughout the season.
What do you feel like you've really improved on?
I think just kind of using my speed and kind of running the floor and using that kind of well. And I know, you were big on that last Boomer season for me and kind of just reminded me to do that during the game. So I think that definitely helped. But I think, definitely being more a perimeter player is something that I need to improve on. My 3-point shot, just kind of having that confidence to take it but working on it outside of games as well.
So would it be safe to say that you're finally starting to realise just what you're actually capable of doing?
Yeah, starting to, I think. I definitely know what I need to work on in order to compete in that league. Defensively, just post defense and being able to kind of hold my ground, and that I think will come with, getting in the gym, getting stronger with my 3-point shot, my perimeter game. So it's a lot harder to, play when players, are kind of sagging off you. So developing that 3-point shot, they'll, either have to play up on me or play me for the drive. So I think developing that will definitely help my game and make it, harder for defenders to predict what I'm going to do.
Now, mentioning Sammy, she had to make a really big, difficult decision, Sammy Wickham, where she had to make a really difficult decision to leave just before the WNBA finals. What was it like to have her by your side? I know you've mentioned that we all know what an amazing player and person she is. I imagine it would have been a huge help and mentor to have her there with you. What was it like playing alongside Sammy and then to not be able to go through the last part with her?
It was awesome to play with Sammy. I played with her before in the Opals team, obviously, at the World Cup, but I think being with her for an extended period of time, I definitely got to know her a lot better, and she definitely helped me, throughout the WNBA. She's been there. This was her 4th year, so she kind of knew how to handle it, knew that there would be ups and downs, and just to have her there to get me through it was, it was important for me. It was definitely a hard decision for her to, come back home and, be with Kate and prepare for the birth of her son. She was definitely there with us, throughout the whole final series. She was sending messages, sending videos, and we knew she would have loved to be there, and we definitely couldn't have gotten to the point we did without her. So yeah, just being able to play with Sammy was awesome, just to watch her, the hard work she does on and off the court. She's always in the gym. So I think that was just great for me to see, knowing where I want to be and how much hard work I'll have to put in.
We're about to go from one hub to another hub in the WNBL. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling okay about it. I think this kind of 2 weeks by myself in quarantine will be a nice break, from being in, the hard bubble scenario. But I'm really excited to just, be with my Boomers teammates and be back on the floor with them. I know they're working hard in Melbourne at the moment. So just to be, together in Brisbane will be nice, and just to prepare for the season, because we haven't done this before in the WNBL. So I think it'll be interesting to see how it goes along. But yeah, I'm really excited.
They are working very hard, and I know that we are all dying to have you back with us, Ez. But on behalf of the entire Boomer family and all your fans, we want to say how congratulations, how thrilled we are for you and how proud of you we are. We can't wait to get you back here. Good luck with your exams over the next few days, and enjoy the quiet time before you go into the madness of the WNBL season again. But we're all really looking forward to it. I have no doubt that you're going to have a fabulous WNBL season on the back of such an exciting debut WNBA season. Travel safe home, Ez, and we'll see you really soon.
Thanks, Tris.
Well, that's another edition of Coach's Corner. The season is fast approaching, so don't forget to follow the Boomers on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn and YouTube for all updated news. Have a great week, everyone. See you next week.